Hey guys, welcome to Commander Lounge. Today, yes, we are going back to Commander, thank God. Um, so today I decided we should probably go over the green staples in Commander. What I think. This is my view of the what I would put in most of my green decks. And artifacts. The first one I did artifact staples because I feel like that is the most important. I think colorless is probably the most important type of card to play in your commander games. Your commander decks, because it really kind of fills in that gap. But after that, I think the second most, and I know a lot of you blue mages out there are going to get absolutely pissed at me, but I honestly think in Commander, green is the next most important color after the colorless to fill in your strategy. I think it's more important to ramp than draw. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to disagree, but in Commander, you want to get to your big, splashy spells, and green has the best way for you to do it, while also, fixing and all that stuff. It's just it's the best way to fix and ramp, and, you guys can't deny it. Yes, blues drawing is amazing. Drawing does win games, but I think in Commander, you have to ramp there first to get there. Yeah, so enough of that rant. I'm sorry if I pissed off any Jace fans out there, but let's get into it. The first one, I'm gonna go through the ramp package in green. This is a lot of these are automatic include in any commander decks that are playing green, because with these cards that I picked them out mostly not being like, no, it's not for mono green decks. This is for like decks that you'd pretty much hold to your side or have a binder where it'd be like, okay, if I'm playing that color, I'm definitely playing cards like Birds of Paradise and so on. So let's just get into it. I guess that's my my quick criteria that didn't really explain much, but whatever. All right, we're going to the ramp. We got Birds of Paradise, which is 1 mana 0/1 flying. Tap to add 1 color of any color to your mana pool. I mean, this is even good in a mono green deck, in a mono green EDH deck. You can't say no to Birds. Birds is amazing. And it's also funny if you can end up figuring out a way to Voltron her up and win with her. That's absolutely hilarious. Next card, of course, Sakura Tribe Elder. It's rampant growth on a stick. You can't say no to it. It's just absolutely amazing. And then we go into 2 cards that are the same but have different names, and that's Cultivate. It's amazing. And Kodama's Reach. Same exact thing as Cultivate, just, it's an arcane. So you can splice into arcane, I guess. And this next card may be my favorite, one of the best green cards to go in a commander deck. And that's Oracle Moldiah, because, it lets you play extra lands. It lets you kind of fix the top card of your library to make sure you keep drawing spells and stuff, and it's just it's one of the best cards in green in my eyes. Like it can honestly take you from it's almost like another Soul Ring. It's like a 4 mana Soul Ring for you. Like usually when you slam this down, the game completely changes for you. Unless you get extremely unlucky, which I've been there while playing my Prosh deck. I've been very unlucky with Oracle one game. But yeah, when you don't get unlucky, if you were behind, you are not behind anymore. And if you were on the same level as somebody, you are now extremely ahead with this card. It's such a good card. Can't overlook Oracle. Next one, we got Garruk Wildspeaker. Mainly for the untapped 2 lands. That's amazing. I mean, this one's just really good because it can protect itself, kind of, not from flyers, but you can throw a 3/3 beast to kind of block when you need to block. You can you ramp by untapping 2 target lands, and the last one is like an alternate win condition for any deck, pretty much, unless for some reason you're playing this like. I guess I could see this in a Super Friends deck where the last one really doesn't do much, but I mean at the same time it still can. I mean there's still ways to create creatures, but whatever. We get a little off topic. Garruk Wildspeaker is pretty much automatic include in any green deck. Next one is Harmonize. This one, I only play this in my Fight Club deck, and I don't have it in my Perforos deck. I mean, not my Perforos, my Prosh deck, because I got black to draw cards and stuff like that. So, but I'm saying if you guys don't know what to put in and you need some draw in your EDH deck, Harmonize is definitely the way to go. I mean, especially in a mono green deck, it's automatic because you know drawing's tough. Like you really need help with like fatty creatures to draw cards, but Harmonize is just 4 mana. Hey, go draw 3 cards. Absolutely broken in green. It's an amazing card. And then next card advantage, well, it's Recursion, it's Eternal Witness. I don't need to explain her. Every single deck playing green needs to play Eternal. There's no excuse. I don't think there's an excuse to not play Eternal Witness. It is such an amazing card. I mean, usually I play Regrowth and her in some decks. But yeah. And then we got another one, which is, you know, there's not too many excuses unless you just go with a whole bunch of Wraths and stuff in your deck. But Beast Within is the best removal you will get in green. Like, destroying target permanent, its controller puts a 3/3 green beast. Like, who cares about a 3/3 green beast in you know, in EDH? That's just a blip where, you know, it's going to get wiped anyways or something like that. It's just, no one's going to worry about that 3/3, you know? You know, Beast Within is just amazing. This art is absolutely terrible, though. I love the original art. This is just disgusting. I'm sorry I'm showing this to you guys, but, you know, it's the one I could get to right away, so it's here. And then the next removal, Acidic Slime. I really, once again, don't think there's any excuse why anybody in green isn't playing this. Like, you can even say, yeah, I'm playing, you know, Reclamation Sage instead, and I'd be like, why? Like, this one takes out lands too, and you have a 2/2 Death Toucher on board. Like, yes, it's a little more expensive, but in EDH that doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. Like, Acidic Slime is just, you know, when I first saw this card, you know, I think I saw it in like a Pro Tour playing. I mean, saying this, that it's played in a Pro Tour or something, like in the old Standard, Acidic Slime was being played, and I didn't get it. Like, I saw 5 and 2/2, and I was like, well, it has Death Touch. I didn't really think it was that good. But honestly, once you start playing this card, you will understand. I mean, especially if you play cards like Kiki Jiki, or you blink it a bunch of times. Like, it's absurd. It's so good. Every green deck, 6 line. These are options because I know, you know, if you're not just playing green, there are better options to get rid of the graveyard. But once again, these are just green cards that are really good at taking care of the graveyard. And one is Loaming Shaman. I know some of you guys might not know this. It's green and 2 colorless for a 3/2. And when Loaming Shaman comes into play, target player shuffles any number of target cards from his or her graveyard into his or her library. So no, it does not exile the graveyard. It throws it back into his library, which in some decks, that's not going to matter. But I think in most decks, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, of course, you know, it's never safe when people are running tons of tutors. That's another reason why I hate tutors. But yeah, Loaming Shaman is just a great way to get rid of the graveyard. And here's another good way. We have Scavenging Ooze. So why not just get rid of the graveyard, but you can also start making your creature a fatty, because that's exactly what you want to do in a lot of green decks. And you gain life, which is fantastic. This card, you know, it'll get killed quickly if you gotta make sure to play this late game and just start going to work. And the last one we go to is, once again, it doesn't have to go in absolutely every single green deck, but you know, some of it should be. Well, this one, I think Primordial Hydra. These are alternate ways of winning the game beyond your original strategy of how you want to win it in any EDH deck that has green in it, and that's Primordial Hydra. It's nuts. It can take over a game on its own if unanswered. Like, especially if you get like boots on him or something. Put boots on a Hydra, sure. Why not? This card will take over games if unanswered. It just gets so big so quick. And then if if you're playing a deck that's of course has blue in it with some sort of counter shenanigans, absurd. This card gets absurd. Or with red with extra attack steps. That's another good one probably. But yeah, alternate win condition Primordial Hydra is pretty good on its own. And then the next one I have, which is another card that can win on its own, is Avenger of Zendikar. Just because, you know, I mean, a lot of you guys know what Avenger does. It doesn't have to just be in a token deck. I mean, if you're playing like a mono green deck, I mean, this card's already in it, because mono green just wants to ramp and throw out fatties, and this one throws out fatties, and whenever you ramp afterwards, like, you know, Sky Shroud's Claim, it's like, okay, well, Now you get more mana that you can use instantly while putting 1/1 counters on, 1/1 counter on each of your plants. Like, it's absurd. It doesn't have to be in a token. This card does not have to be in a token shenanigans deck to be good. It's just amazing on its own. And yeah, so those are my green EDH staples in my eyes. Those are the ones that, I always look at, and I always go, these pretty much have to go in every single deck that I play with green in it. I know this may differ with a lot of you guys, and I want to hear about it. I want to hear what your guys' green staples are. Playing any color combination. It doesn't have to just be mono green. Any color combination with green in it. Like, what cards automatically, if you're playing green, like the first couple cards that you go to, like what are those cards? You guys should let me know, because I'm interested to know, because I know everybody's, it's fun hearing stuff that people, say that they have to play in every single deck that you would never thought of, or you never heard of the card, and then you look at it and you're like, oh shit, man, I need to put this in my deck now. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think about my video. Let me know what you guys think about my staples. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and you guys take it easy.